So if the old person breaks his fast, does he have to make it up? Does he have to make up the fasting? No, he does not. Why? Because he's old. It's not like he's going to become young again and then become able to fast so that he would have to make up his fast. So he's not going to have to make up his fast. And he was allowed to break his fast and he didn't have to make up his fast. So will he have to repent for breaking his fast? Obviously, no. He will not have to repent for breaking his fast because he had permission. Does this person have to pay a fidya, which is 2 average size hands cupped together, full of the most common staple food of the town, like wheat or rice? Basically, a bowl of the most common staple food of the town, 2 hands cupped together. Yes, he will have to pay a fidya. Why does this old person have to pay a fidya? Because he does not have to make up his fast. So he's allowed to not fast and doesn't have to make up his fast, so then he doesn't have to do anything. Yes, he does have to do something, which is he has to pay fidya for every day he misses. So if he manages to fast some days and he couldn't fast other days, then for every day that person misses, he has to pay a fidya to a poor Muslim. And it can be to the same person every time. And does this person have to fulfill a kafara, which is freeing a Muslim slave, or fasting for 2 consecutive months, or feeding 60 poor Muslims? No. No, this old person wouldn't have to do that. So then, this old person can break the fast, doesn't have to make it up, doesn't have to repent. For every day that this person does not fast, he has to pay a fidya, and he does not have to fulfill a kafara. Let's go to the next person. The one who's sick without any hope for cure. Because you have 2 types of sick people. One who's sick without hope for cure, and one who's sick with hope for cure. So let's look at the first one. The one who's sick without any hope for cure. This person, he's allowed to break his fast. Would he have to make it up? No, he would not have to make up his fast that he broke. Why? Because this person has no hope to be cured later. So this person is like the old person. They have exactly the same judgment. So this person does not have to make up the fast and does not have to repent. Would this person have to pay a fidya for every day that they missed, which is 2 average size hands cupped together, full of the most common staple food of the town? Yes, this person would. Does this person have to fulfill a kafara? No, the person does not have to fulfill a kafara. Next category, the sick person who has hope for cure. It means that person is now presently sick and anticipates to get better. So this person, because of being sick, is allowed to break the fast. Would this person have to make up the fast? Yes. Why? Because this person has hope for cure, so this person would just wait until he gets better, and then when he's able to fast, he makes it up. Would he have to repent? No, he wouldn't have to repent because he had permission. Would he have to pay a fidya? No, he would not have to pay a fidya because he's going to make up that fast. And would he have to fulfill a kafara? No, he would not. Next category, the traveler. So a person is allowed to break the fast while traveling with some details. According to Imam Ash-Shafi'i, this person has to have embarked on his travel before Fajr came in. So if the person was in town when dawn began, and so this person was fasting as a resident, then embarked on a travel after dawn, after commencing the fast, then according to Ash-Shafi'i, this person has no permission to break the fast on that day. Now, if this person is still a traveler the next day, then he can break the fast the next day. And it's a condition that this travel is a permissible travel, even if it is for something as simple as sightseeing. If the person said, I just want to go to New York City to see what it looks like, that's it, that's my goal, that's permissible because that's not haram. So he has the permission of a traveler. So he might be traveling for business, might be traveling for even an obligation such as visiting the relatives or something else. As long as it's not a haram travel, then this person has the permission to break his fast. And even if he sins while traveling, he still has the permission to break his fast because the reason for his travel is not haram, even if he sinned while traveling. And it's a condition that this travel is a long travel, which means a travel that permits shortening the fourfold prayers to 2 rak'ahs. The famous saying about this distance is a 2-day walking distance, which is about 80 miles. The least of all those sayings is approximately 27 miles. So this traveler going this distance is allowed to break the fast, even if fasting is easy, even if the travel is easy. His permission to break his fast is not based on any difficulty of traveling. It's based on the distance. Would this person have to make up the fast? Yes. Does this person have to repent? No, he had permission. Even if he broke his fast by sexual intercourse, for example, he's a traveler. He just does not have to fast. He's not obligated. But if the fasting is easy, it's better for this person to continue fasting while traveling. Does this person have to pay a fidyah? No. Why not? Because he's going to make up the fast, so he doesn't have to pay a fidyah. And does this person have to fulfill a kaffara? No. Next category is a pregnant or nursing woman who breaks the fast for personal fear. So she broke her fast out of fear for herself. Is she going to have to make up this fast? Yes. Yes, she will have to make up this fast. Does she have to repent? No, she does not have to repent. She has permission to break her fast. Does she have to pay a fidyah? No, she will not have to pay a fidyah because she's going to make up the fast. Does she have to fulfill a kaffara? No, she does not. The next category is the pregnant or nursing woman while fearing only for the baby. So she did not fear for herself at all. She only feared for her baby. The previous one, we said for personal fear, so she feared for herself. What if she feared for herself and her baby? In this case, if she feared for herself and her baby, it's just like she feared for herself, personal fear. The fact that she feared for herself was enough. Well, what if she has no fear for herself whatsoever and she only fears for her baby, the pregnant or nursing woman? Then she may break her fast. Will she have to make it up? Yes, she will have to make it up. Does she have to repent? No, she does not have to repent. Why not? Because she had permission to break her fast. Will she have to pay a fidyah? In this case, yes. Every other time we saw that when a person is making up the fast, that the person does not have to pay a fidyah. In this case, the person will have to make up the fast and still pay a fidyah. Why? Because this time the woman had no fear for herself. She broke her fast solely for someone else's sake. So for that reason, she'll have to pay a fidya as well as make up the fast. And will she have to fulfill a kafara? No, she will not. Now, the next category is for a person to break the fast without an excuse by other than sexual intercourse. So now we're talking about a person who broke his fast by whatever way he broke his fast without an excuse to do so, whether that was by eating, whether that was by intentional vomiting, whether that was by causing himself to ejaculate, or any other way of breaking the fast without an excuse by other than sexual intercourse. Will this person have to make up the fast? Yes. Does this person have to repent? Yes. This person has committed a major sin. Does this person have to pay a fidya? No. Why not? Because he's going to make up the fast. Doesn't have to pay a fidya. So the one who breaks his fast with no excuse by other than sexual intercourse does not have to pay a fidya. And does this person have to fulfill a kafara? No, this person does not have to fulfill a kafara. So this case that we're presently talking about is one that confuses a lot of Muslims. A Muslim will come with the question to a sheikh, Sheikh, if a person broke his fast like this or like that, does he have to fast for 2 consecutive months? Does he have to pay something? No. So be clear, a person who simply broke his fast by eating, for example, let's just keep it simple. He snuck around to the back of the house while nobody's looking, and he ate some potato chips. He broke his fast with no excuse. He has to make it up and he has to repent, and that's it. The last case is the case of a person who broke the fast by sexual intercourse without an excuse. Will this person have to make up the fast? Yes. Does this person have to repent? Yes. Does this person have to pay a fidya? No. Why not? Because this person is making up the fast, so he doesn't have to pay a fidya. And does this person have to fulfill a kafara? The answer is yes. So, it became clear for you then, brothers and sisters, that there's only one instance in which a person has to fulfill a kafara for breaking the fast, which is when the person breaks the fast by sexual intercourse. This judgment is particular to the man, as you've learned before, because sexual intercourse is defined as the disappearance of the glans penis into the private part. So as long as the entire tip does not disappear into the private part, then technically sexual intercourse has not yet occurred. However, by merely part of the tip entering into the vagina, this will break the woman's fast. In other words, her fast is broken before sexual intercourse technically begins. Her fast is broken technically before the sexual intercourse begins, even if that were by a moment. It would not be the sexual intercourse itself that breaks her fast. As for the man, his fast won't be broken until the entire tip disappears. So this judgment of breaking the fast by sexual intercourse and having to fulfill a kafara is specific to the man. What is that kafara? It is to free a Muslim slave. If one can't find one because there aren't any, or he doesn't have the money, he can't afford it, then he has to fast for 2 consecutive months, non-stop, every day. 2 consecutive months. If he breaks the continuity, the succession of those days, even for an excuse, like if he got sick, now he can't. Like if their Eid came and interrupted, the interruption of them makes him have to start all over again. If the person cannot fast for 2 consecutive months, then he has to feed 60 poor Muslims, each one of them a mud, 2 average size hands cupped together, of the most common staple food of the town. If he can't do any of that, then he waits until he becomes able to do something. Once he's able to do any of that, then he does whichever one he's able to do. And that's it, mashallah, without lots of details, without lots of references, just clearly, inshallah ta'ala, mentioning these cases. I hope that was clear for you and beneficial for you. Do you have any question that I can answer for you?